Hello everyone and welcome into 2024 WIAA Boys Basketball Tournament Basketball live from Columbus Catholic High School in Marshfield, Wisconsin. My name is Caleb Jacoby alongside Isaac Eagle and Elena Eagle doing the production here tonight live on Zaleski Sports. It's the Columbus Catholic Dons hosting the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets in a regional final matchup here tonight. Win or go home, and with a win, you get a regional championship to boot as well. About a few minutes before we get this game started and underway here, the Columbus Dons, the number 1 seed, Alma Center Lincoln, the number 4 seed. But again, here tonight, the number 1 seed Columbus Dons, number 4 seed Alma Center Lincoln Hornets. Again, the Hornets, they're coming off a 24-point victory at home against Port Edwards in a regional semifinal last night. They won that one 73-49. For the Columbus Catholic Dons, they took down the Loyal Greyhounds last night here at home, 66-48. The winner of this game will move on to sectional semifinals, where they will play either the number 2 seed Royal or the number 3 seed Cochran Fountain City. And Alma Center Lincoln, very familiar with Cochran Fountain City here this season. Cochran Fountain City won the Dairyland Small Conference. Alma Center Lincoln comes into this game at 22-4 overall, 9-4 in the Dairyland Small here this season, finishing second place behind Cochran Fountain City here this year. For the Columbus Dons, they come in at 24-2 overall on the season, 14-0 in the Clover Belt East this year. The Dons won the Clover Belt East Conference here this season with that 14-0 record. The Dons have been, through most of this season, our number 1 ranked team in the state for Division 5, using, again, the WIAA formula determined seed. So the Dons, you could look at it, we're the number 1 overall seed, quote-unquote, heading into this postseason in Division 5. But the great thing about the postseason is that you throw the seeds out the window and it's just 2 teams playing each other on a basketball court out on the hardwood, and just a bunch of high school kids trying to make some plays and make a run here in the postseason. The winner tonight, it's a regional championship for 2024. The loser season comes to an end. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back for your national anthem and starting lineups right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Just about set to get underway here from Columbus Catholic High School. We are at capacity once again here tonight. Last night here at Columbus, it was packed to the brim with fans. Tonight, the exact same thing. I don't see much room here tonight as well, not on the far side, and don't see much here on this side either. Near capacity here from Columbus Catholic High School for this regional final matchup between Alma Center Lincoln and Columbus Catholic. Now let's send it down to the PA announcer, and the PA announcer tonight here at Columbus, Joe Anderson, subbing in, fellow Zaleski Sports teammate, and Joe Anderson, the chameleon, can do it all tonight. He's the PA announcer here at Columbus High School. We'll send it down to Joe down there on the floor.
And your number 1 seed, the Dons of Marshfield, Columbus! Lincoln High School, Columbus High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators in education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials. Profanity, racial, sexist or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting actions will not be tolerated. In our rounds removal from the site of competition, we ask you to please enjoy the game in a positive manner. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please remain standing for the national anthem, played by the best band in the land, the Columbus High School Pep Band, under the direction of Maestro, Mr. Tom Zimmerman.
That was your national anthem here on Zaleski Sports. In just a moment, we're going to send it back down to Joe for your starting lineups. Mr. Anderson down for your starting lineups here tonight for Alma Center, Lincoln, and Columbus Catholic. Again, the sectional semifinal, these two, whichever team wins, right now scheduled to be played at Arcadia. We'll see if that gets changed depending on who wins this game and just depending on the proximity here. Let's send it down to Joe for starting lineups.
A junior number 2, Chase Hall. A senior number 3, Fisher. A junior number 21, Weston Bird. A junior number 22, Benjamin Ross. Sophomore number 25, Chase Spencer. The Hornets are head coached by Jeremy Hanson, assisted by John Anderson and Trent Lean. And now, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's time to stand up and get up for the starting lineup for number 1 seeded Marshfield Columbus Dons. Senior number 0, Eric Covinsky. Senior number 10, Lucas Krakow. Senior number 12, Sir Charles Chavillon. Senior number 13, and the senior number 25, Cy Becker.
There were your starting lineups here tonight from Columbus Catholic High School. Announced down there by Joe Anderson, the Columbus Catholic Dons and the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets here tonight. For Alma Center Lincoln, leading scorers, Jace Paul averages 19 points per game, the 6'4" leading scorer. We'll keep an eye on him with the Dons' lack of size at 6'4". That could be a problem for the Dons tonight. We'll see how they defend Jace Paul. Ben Ross at 14.5. And Jay Stetzer, Luke Anderson around 4 points per game. We're set to get started here to jump. The Dons win the tip. Lucas Kreklaw wins it. Here's Emmett Konechny. Looks like Alma Center Lincoln in straight up man-to-man to start this thing off. And again, the Dons have absolutely torched any zone defense they've played this season. So, again, not a shock to see the Hornets come out in man-to-man. Blake Jacoby open outside. Attacks the basket. Steps through. Short corner for Kreklaw. Back outside, Cy Becker. Hands off for Jacoby. Looks like the Hornets switching everything here. Blake Jacoby attacks. Into the corner. Short corner jump shot. Kreklaw, no good. And it's the Hornets with a chance to take an early lead. Jace Paul runs point here for the Hornets. And he leads this team in scoring, nearly 20 points per game for Jace Paul. Now up top here, Weston Burnt. Burnt swings it over to Luke Fisher. Luke Fisher back to Jace Paul. Paul thought about the jumper, instead skips it out to Burnt. Now into the corner for Jay Stetzer. Stetzer, the pass inside. Fadeaway shot, tough one, no good from... We'll get to that in a second. Don's back the other way. Charlie Moore, no good on the shot, has it blocked. Cybecker, top of the key, three, no good. Battle for the board. Krecklau tips it out, but the Hornets pick it up. Hornet basketball here. Again, Jay Stetzer, or excuse me, Ben Ross with the shot on the other end for that last shot on this end for the Hornets. Here's Jace Paul to the basket, no good on the shot. Don's trying to draw a foul there. Krecklau to the basket, 4-2. Lucas Krecklau for 2. Gets on the board first tonight. A minute through, it's 2-0 Columbus. The Dons look like they're dropping back into their 2-3. Or actually, I think they're in a box and one right now. Yeah, they're in a box and one on Jace Paul. And that is the first time all season the Dons have been in a box and one. I can say, having been at nearly every single one of their games and seen at least the highlights from their other ones, this is the first time the Dons have been in a box and one. Here's the jump shot up, no good from Weston Burnt. The Dons back the other way. And if that doesn't show you the respect the Dons have for Jace Paul, the junior, I don't know what is. There's no bigger respect you can get as a player if a team plays a box and one on you. Here's Emmett Konechny up top. Swings it over to Cy Becker. Into the corner now. Charlie Moore back up. Becker for 3. Back iron, no good. Krecklau battles for the board. Can't come up with it. Back the other way come the Hornets. And again, I'm sure this isn't the first time the Hornets have seen a box and one on Jace Paul this season, but it totally changed the way you kind of want to run your offense. There's so many different ways you can attack a box and one. Again, a lot of times it helps if you let that guy just bring it up and try to run off that. But again, they're trying to post him up, which is another great way to do it. Just post up that smaller defender. Now, you also might think, as they're going to get a pass inside here, tough shot up and off back iron, no good. Battle for the board, that's off Columbus. It stays with the Hornets. That shot no good from Ben Ross, but again, the Hornets trying to post up Blake Jacoby. And again, you look at this game, if you're a Hornet fan, you look at Blake Jacoby and you say, well, he's the shortest guy on the floor. Why is he guarding Jace Paul? And normally I would agree, but Blake Jacoby is the feistiest defender and just the toughest guy out there. I'm not shocked at all that the Dons have Blake Jacoby on him in that box and one. It actually looks like Cy Becker now on him. Maybe they're switching over there, and they might have switched back to a 2-3 now as Jace Paul in the short corner, stolen away by Konechny. Konechny going to push the other way. Skips right wing. Charlie Moore goes baseline. Finds Krecklau inside. Can he get another one? Yes, Lucas Krecklau. Kreklau's got all 4 points for the Dons to start this one off. Ben Ross swings it over here to Luke Fisher. And back to a box and one for the Dons now. Jacoby defending Jace Paul. Into the corner now, Ben Ross. Ross skips to the corner. Thought about the jump shot, did Jay Stetzer, but swings it back inside to Ross. Steps through, tough shot, no good for Ross. Back the other way here for Columbus. Charlie Moore right wing. Up top here to Konechny. This gym is loud here tonight. Emmett Konechny attacks the basket. Into the corner, Blake Jacoby. Jacoby is fouled. This one, I believe, is going to go on Luke Fisher. It does. That's Fisher's first personal. First foul of the night, either side. And now we got a substitution here. It will be Luke Anderson checking in for Luke Fisher. Luke for Luke here for the Hornets. As Emmett Konechny to inbound here for the Dons. Lucas Krecklau doing all the scoring for the Dons. Charlie Moore in the corner for 3, and he gets it to go. Charlie Moore from downtown, and that is what the Dons want to do. Get loose from three-point range. If they can do that, they can put you away in a blink of an eye. Here come the Hornets the other way. Stolen away by Becker. Dons pushing the other way. Emmett Konechny quickly ahead to Cy Becker. Up top to Konechny. Konechny swings it over to Jacoby. Right wing 3 is good. Blake Jacoby from downtown. Timeout, Alma Center Lincoln. These Dons are absolutely fired up on the bench right now. 10-0. We'll take a break. Back with more regional final boys basketball after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back, everybody. The Dons have jumped out on the Hornets early here. It started with Lucas Kreklow at the basket. Kind of lulled him in there and then got a couple good looks from three from Blake Jacoby and Charlie Moore. It's 10-0. Back the other way comes Alma Center Lincoln. And again, this Dons defense, we talk a lot about the way they can score the ball. Their defense has just been fantastic here in the postseason late in the year. And right now, Alma Center Lincoln looking for their first points of the game. Nearly poked away. Ross will have it. Big shot there from Ben Ross to quell that 10-0 Dons run. Again, the last thing you want to do, I mean, against any team, but especially against the Dons, that's Konechny open for three. It's short. Last thing you want to do against the Dons is get down big early because they just shoot the ball so well. They can. It feels impossible to come back. Big shot there from Ross to get this back to a single-digit ball game. Left wing here, it's Weston Burnt. That's stolen away. I think Cy Becker, that's his second steal of the game. Charlie Moore into the corner for Jacoby. Jacoby up top for Becker. Tries to get it into Konechny. Pass just off the mark. First turnover of the game for the Dons. Jace Paul brings it up. Again, the near 20-point per game scorer. Dons in a box and one on him here tonight. Jacoby defending him. Right wing here, Luke Anderson into the high post for Paul. Tries the mid-range jumper. The lefty knocks it down. Jace Paul gets on the board. 10-4 Columbus. And sometimes in that box and one, you just have to say, hey, I'm better than my defender. Go one-on-one. Cy Becker, no good on the shot. Jace Paul brings it up once again. Into the corner for Luke Anderson. Anderson, they're trying to get it to Paul back in that high post again. That's what they're trying to work here. Back up top to Burnt. Burnt swings it over to Anderson. Anderson into the high post for Ross. He's fouled. They're going to get Lucas Kreklow here. Yeah, and they will get Lucas Kreklow. That's his first personal, team first. As Matt Konechny will be the first sub off the bench for the Dons, as usually checks in for Cy Becker. Matt Konechny, the sixth man, and it's like checking in for Alma Center Lincoln is Ethan Conda. Up top here, Luke Anderson. He swings it over to Burnt. Burnt back to Anderson, right wing. Anderson in the corner now. Back to Anderson, back to Burnt now. And it looks like Columbus now back in a 2-3 here. They switched out of that box and one back into a 2-3. So Coach Konechny, he's mixing it up here tonight, but mostly it's been a box and one, but he'll switch back to that 2-3. The Dons have played mostly 2-3 and some man this season. Here's Burnt wide open from downtown. Weston Burnt for three, and the Hornets are on a 7-0 run since that timeout. A huge run for these Hornets to go on. Blake Jacoby into the corner. Konechny lobs it up top and off the backboard. Was trying to get it to Kreklow, but just an errant pass. Probably would have been better off just with a regular pass, but he tried to lob it up there. I can tell you Kreklow wouldn't have dunked that. Paul in the high post. Fadeaway jumper is good. What a run for the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets. Jace Paul with 4 points now. Weston Burnt with 3. Ben Ross with 2. A 9-0 run for the Hornets. Timeout Columbus. We'll take a 30-second break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through the end of the month, 2.9% for 72 months on all Silverado half-ton, both 23 and 24 model. 2.9 for 72 months, you heard it. Stop on in and talk to a sales consultant today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back, everybody. These Hornets on a run here, and offensively, they basically decided against that box and one. Let's just get it to Jace Paul up top and let him shoot over the much shorter Blake Jacoby. Blake Jacoby probably around 5'7", 5'8". Jace Paul all of 6'4", and with a shooting stroke. So they're not trying to go inside with him. They're just saying we're just gonna let him shoot over him, and it's worked here these last few minutes. 9-0 run for the Hornets. Jacoby the other way, up top to Kreklo. Charlie Moore, Konechny tries the left wing three, bottoms it. Emmett Konechny from downtown. Here's Luke Anderson, bringing it up for the Hornets. Anderson, defended by Moore, rather the Dons back in that box and one. Here's a left wing three for Paul, no good. Offensive rebound, but no good on the putback for Luke Anderson. It was a nice job of Anderson getting behind. I think he got around Moore there to the rim, but just short on the finish. Moore right wing, up top to Konechny. Back left wing for Jacoby. Jacoby attacks. Again, these Hornets have been in that tight man-to-man all game. Charlie Moore left wing. Moore probing here. Going to get back up to Konechny to reset. He tries the three, and he knocks it in. Emmett Konechny rattles it home. 6 straight points for Konechny. And the Dons, just like that, on a little 6-0 run of their own. They say basketball is a game of runs, and it has been tonight. 10-0 for the Dons, 9-0 for the Hornets, now 6-0, a brief one here for the Dons. Luke Anderson, right wing. Swings it over to Ethan Conda. Conda in the corner now for Burnt. Burnt back out to Conda. Again, the Dons in that box and one here. And Dons fans not happy about Paul there. That's just physical basketball in there. These two guys are battling inside. I think they're both probably getting on each other's nerves in there, Blake Jacoby and Jace Paul. And that just looked like playoff basketball to me. Inside here, that one poked away, stolen away. 4th turnover for the Hornets. Emmett Konechny ahead. Blake Jacoby, the corner three, good. The Dons heating up from three-point range. Blake Jacoby from three. And a 9-0 run for the Dons. 19-9, your score. That is what makes this Dons team so dangerous. Every single player on the floor can nail those threes, and that is really not an exaggeration to say that. Burnt in the corner. Most of these guys are at 40% or higher from three-point range this season. Up top here, it's Luke Anderson. Poked away, Matt Konechny. Can he come up with a steal? Yes, he can. Matt Konechny has been that spark plug defensively for the Dons all year, getting those steals. Emmett Konechny hands off to his brother Mac. Mac back out to Emmett. Emmett, can he get 3 in a row? Yes, he can. Emmett Konechny is scolding hot here in the last couple of minutes. He's got 9 points in about a minute and a half of play. 22-9 Columbus. Inside, Ross. Kreklo draws the charge. Lucas Kreklo is as fired up as I've probably seen him all year, and that's saying a lot. Kreklo is a player that has been described as a player that plays with his emotions on his sleeve, and man, he really tried to get the student section going there. Drew the charge on Ben Ross, his first personal, team second, and you can just feel it in here tonight. This is playoff basketball here tonight. Both teams high energy, high intensity. And the story so far has been the Dons just nailing threes here the last few minutes. And that really wasn't the story in their win against Loyal. Most of their points were from the inside. But tonight they are lights out from outside. Jacoby, short corners for Cy Becker. Back outside to Jacoby. Up top, Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore finds Becker, and now we got a foul as Jacoby hits the deck. And I think they got that one on Luke Fisher. We're going to have a replay of that charge call, the last possession, in just a moment. So Luke Fisher picked up his second personal. Or no, excuse me. Yes, it was his second personal, if they called it on Fisher. I'll double check that at halftime. Charlie Moore hands off to Emmett Konechny. Right wing now into the corner for Moore. Moore attacks. The up and under move, spins and finishes. Charlie Moore at the rim. The Dons are on a 14-0 run. This is their largest lead of the game. Right now, this game looks exactly like last night's game as far as the scoring outburst. It was a quick Dons run to start, then a quick Alma Center Lincoln run, kind of reminded me of that Loyal run last night, and then the Dons with a big run. Here, already just 6 minutes left to play here in this first half. Paul, the fadeaway jump shot is good. Jace Paul has not missed from that spot here in this game. He's got 6 points. Cy Becker up top. Emmett Konechny for three. He's fouled. And that one is going to go on Luke Fisher. Emmett Konechny is going to the line for 3 free throws. That is Luke Fisher's second personal. I had the last foul on the wrong person. Get that figured out at halftime. Go over to my buddy Joe there on the scorer's table. Emmett Konechny knocks down the first free throw. Konechny now with 10 first half points. Him and Blake Jacoby very close, right around 14 points per game, leading this Dons team. As Emmett Konechny is at your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Konechny goes 2 for 3 from the line that time. And again, I rarely talk about the Dons leading scores because it rarely matters. It does seem like it's a different guy most nights. Pass inside, 2 points for Jay Stetzer. Brings it back to a 13-point game. Charlie Moore looking for someone to get it to, finds Matt Konechny, kind of a football pass there. A one-handed chuck. Cy Becker left wing, now into the corner to Matt Konechny. Left wing three, Emmett Konechny, that's short. He's trying to keep his hot streak going and hit 3 in a row. He's 3 for 5 from out there in the game. Jace Paul into the corner for Luke Fisher. Now into the short corner for Stetzer. Stetzer, the step-through move. Inside, nice pass. Ben Ross for 2. Ben Ross for 2 on the assist from Jay Stetzer. Konechny. Emmett Konechny gets it across. Swings it to the corner. Charlie Moore. Back up top side, Becker. Now Blake Jacoby into the corner for Matt Konechny here. Mack gets it left wing. Charlie Moore tries the 3, and he nails it. The Dons are absolutely on fire from outside tonight. Charlie Moore has got 8 points, 2 for 2 from outside, 29-15 Columbus. Again, the Dons probably last month of the season, teams were playing them so tight from outside, they were doing most of their scoring around the basket. This is probably the best shooting game they've had in 2 months. As Jace Paul into the high post is fouled by Blake Jacoby. Jace Paul. Jacoby picks up his first personal, team second. And that's just what makes these Dons so difficult to defend. With their current lineup, with Mack out there, all 5 guys are lights-out three-point shooters. Now Kreklow in there, that's usually the guy teams leave open, and he can hit them if you leave him open, but you got to leave one guy open, and Kreklow's usually the guy. Kreklow gives you that energy defensively and kind of rebounding prowess and scoring on the inside, as we saw to start this game. Fisher swings it over to Anderson. Anderson into the corner now for Jay Stetzer. Stetzer inside for Paul. Paul swings it out. Luke Fisher, defended by Moore. Back short corner now. Anderson, the Hornets continue to swing the ball here. Both student sections making a lot of noise here tonight, Columbus and Alma Center. Up top here, Jace Paul swings it to the corner. Anderson, the mid-range jumper, no good. Charlie Moore, the rebound. Quickly ahead to Cy Becker. Emmett Konechny's calling for it. Been set up to Charlie Moore. Jacoby in the corner. Jacoby up top to Becker. Becker left wing for Charlie Moore. Takes the ball screen. Back up. Emmett Konechny bobbled it. Lost it for a moment. Gets it back. Takes the ball screen. Alma Center Lincoln with a solid defensive possession so far. Moore into the corner. Jacoby in the corner for 3. Toilet bowls in and out. Yeah, and that's about how these Dons usually miss those threes. Not by much. Jace Paul, the post spin fadeaway jump shot, no good. The Dons the other way. Here's Emmett Konechny. Emmett Konechny. Thought about the three, instead skips it out to Jacoby. Jacoby takes the ball screen, and now we got a whistle, an illegal screen called on Lucas Kreklow. And that's going to be Kreklow's second personal, so we'll see if he checks out. I think he will. I think Mac's going to check back in for him. The sophomore, Matt Konechny, the only non-senior, for any Alma Center Lincoln fans watching, the only non-senior really a part of this lineup. Sam Dooms, a junior, coming in for the Dons, but otherwise the Dons starting lineup is an all-senior starting five. It's most of their guys off the bench are seniors. Matt Konechny checks in for Lucas Kreklow, the lone sophomore, lone non-senior out there on the floor for the Dons. Jace Paul, we got a foul and a blocking foul. I think it's going to go on Charlie Moore here. Charlie Moore picks up his fourth team foul. Jace Paul will inbound here, and it looks like the Dons might have Matt Konechny on Jace Paul in this box and one now instead. They do. Again, Mac has been definitely up there with the Dons' best perimeter defender throughout this season. That's kind of his role on this team. Up top here for Ben Ross. Into the corner now for Burnt. Burnt back up to Ross. And here on the left wing, Conda is catching that ball so deep beyond the three-point line. He's kind of hurting himself there. He's catching it about 7 feet behind the three-point line. If he just steps in there, gets a little closer on the left wing, he's doing it again. Conta's kind of taking himself out of this game right now as Burnt misses the three. Offensive rebound, 2 points good for Ben Ross. Man, maybe we'll get another look at that here on the next possession. That box and one for the Dons, kind of just leaving him alone out there. Emmett Konechny ahead. Back up to Jacoby, left wing, Matt Konechny. And speaking of an open lane to the basket, Mac had a wide open lane there. Instead kicks it back out to Blake Jacoby. Jacoby in the corner for Emmett Konechny. Back up to Cy Becker. Becker in the corner for Emmett. Emmett works around a screen, now in the corner for Mac. Back to Charlie Moore. The Dons working it around here. The Hornets doing a nice job these last few possessions. Just solid man-to-man defense, not giving up a lot of open looks. Matt Konechny on the pump fake, now out. Blake Jacoby, open look, he nails it. Blake Jacoby from downtown. He has got 9 points. He's 3 for 4 from the field. All shots have come from beyond the arc. 32-17 Columbus. A minute and a half left. Blake Jacoby draws the charge. Foul called on Jay Stetzer. Blake Jacoby draws it, and Stetzer wasn't happy. And again, that's not the first time we've seen the Dons draw charges this year. It's always bang, bang with those calls, but you know if you watch Dons film, you know they're going to do it. As Emmett Konechny loses it there on the pass from Cy Becker. Alma Center Lincoln the other way. A whistle and another charge. Another charge. This one called on Ben Ross, his second personal. And I think Cy Becker drew that one. Or I think, did they call it on Jay Stetzer? Did we get a technical here? Technical foul called on Coach Hansen for Alma Center Lincoln. And again, this is something if you're a Dons fan you're used to seeing. If you've been watching the Dons this year, there's a lot of charge. Do you call it a charge? Do you call it a block? It always depends on the referees and it depends on the individual play. 3 tonight have been called charges. Blake Jacoby good on the free throw. Again, it's not really for me to say. That referee down in the bottom's got a lot better look at it than I do up here. Blake Jacoby goes 2 for 2 from the line on the technical. But I can tell you Alma Center Lincoln was not happy about that last charge call especially. Stetzer, and they did call that on Stetzer. I had it on Ben Ross. I was incorrect. That was on Jay Stetzer, so his second personal. And it's Dons basketball after the tee. And the referee going to correct the clock from 1:17 to 1:16. As Emmett Konechny gets it in here to Blake Jacoby. So our game clock was a second off there. Blake Jacoby skips it ahead to Matt Konechny. Mack into the corner to Blake. Jacoby back to Matt Konechny. Now back to Jacoby in the corner. He's going to try the heat check three, and Blake Jacoby nails it. Jacoby's got 14 points in the first half. He's missed one shot all game, and the Dons, just like that, are up by 20. Conda back up top here to Weston Burnt. Burnt right wing for Conda. Now in the short corner for Stetzer. Into the post for Ross. Ross has it poked away, but a foul. This one's going to go on Cy Becker, I believe. Let's wait for the referee to make the call. It does go on Cy Becker, his first personal, team fifth. And again, we talked about it at the start. What makes this Dons team dangerous, there's a reason they've been mathematically ranked the #1 team in the state all year. It's because they're as lethal of a three-point shooting team as you'll probably ever find, especially at the Division V level. Here's Stetzer swinging left wing for Burnt. 30 seconds on the clock. Back up top here for Ethan Conda. And again, I say at the D5 level, that's really reductive at any division level. That level of shooting, as Jay Paul no good on that shot. Sam Dooms tried to draw a charge. 15 seconds left on the clock. Jacoby out to Moore. Back to Jacoby. Jacoby, Emmett Konechny, 10 seconds on the clock. Konechny, back iron, no good. Mack with the rebound. Back out to Emmett. Charlie Moore in the corner, 3 seconds on the clock, no good. Dooms the rebound. Jacoby at the buzzer, no. What a way to end the half with 3 attempts. And I need a chance to catch my breath here. It's 37-17. Columbus Catholic leads Alma Center Lincoln here in this first half. And what a first half it was for Columbus. You count up their three-point shots. You count them up here with the amount of points they had from beyond the arc there in that first half. 27 of the Dons' 37 points came from three-point range. We'll take a break. Back to break down this first half of action after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
37-17 your score. The Columbus Dons off to a 20-point lead here in this first half, and what a first half it was. You can take your pick with players from the Dons. Everybody was on fire from three there in that first half. I mean, I should say all of the threes came from Blake Jacoby, Charlie Moore, and Emmett Konechny. No surprise there. Those probably the top three-point shooters on this team, and I shouldn't say probably, they are. but again, looking at the Dons, they have yet to lose a game that they've led at halftime here this season. Their 2 losses came against Bloomer and Brookfield Academy. Both those games, they were down double digits at halftime. But again, there's first times for everything. And again, just before we get into some more stats here and hear from some of our sponsors, you got to just recognize how packed this gym is again here tonight. It was packed last night, maybe even more so, or at least as much so as last night here for this regional final. I mean, we've got chairs up on the stage over there, and yeah, we'll take a look at that. So you can see that over there. This is the first time this happened all year. We've got a fan there, but you can kind of see the chairs there on the stage. That's the first time Columbus has done that all season as far as I'm aware. At least as far as second time? Well, they did it for volleyball. Oh, volleyball. So I guess the first time basketball season. First time for basketball. Okay. I got a volleyball player for Columbus over here. Got to remind me that they did have him up there for a volleyball, probably regional final up there, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, yep. All right. So the second time this year the Dons have had chairs on the stage. First time for the basketball season. But here in that first half, again, for the Dons, you got to look at the 3-point shooting of Blake Jacoby, Charlie Moore, and Emmett Konechny. Blake Jacoby had 4 threes in that first half, 14 points. Emmett Konechny had 3 threes, 11 points. Charlie Moore in that first half had 8 points, 2 threes. And really who got it started, though, before the Dons hit that 3-point barrage, it was Lucas Kreklow in the paint with those 2 scores on the inside for the Dons that got their scoring started in. Again, I don't know how much that had an effect on the defense. Maybe none, maybe some. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the film, but Kreklow scored on the inside, maybe bringing in the defense a little bit, showing Alma Center Lincoln, hey, they got some guys who can score inside here, and then the Dons 3-point shooters let loose. And a lot of those shots, they were not open shots. Those were contested threes the Dons were hitting in that first half. What a first half this has been. We're going to take another quick break. Be back here from some of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports and get you set for the second half of action right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Power & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Power & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back, everybody. 37-27, 2 minutes till we get started here in this second half. Let's hear from our friends, one of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports. SC Swiderski and SES Apartment or Home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit SCSwiderski.com for more. And Hiller's True Value, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. And Sports Scene. Sports Scene in Marshfield is your official fanwear store for player jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. With a regional championship on the line, a trip to a sectional semifinal against either Royal or Cochran Fountain City, the Dons lead the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets 37-17 here in this first half. We'll take another quick break. We'll be back and ready to start the second half of action right after this on Zaleski Sports.
For 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Welcome back, everybody. Alma Center Lincoln basketball to start this second half. 37-17 Columbus with the lead. And for Alma Center Lincoln, they are going to have to, again, do something that no team has been able to do this season. Beat Columbus when they're down at halftime. Left wing here for Ben Ross. Into the corner. Burnt tries the three, and that's a good way to start if you're a Hornets fan. Weston Burnt with 6 points. Charlie Moore quickly ahead the other way. They left him open, and that's what's going to happen. Charlie Moore, he's got 9 points from outside. Just like that, Burnt hits the three, and just like that, Charlie Moore says, well, let's just tie it up instantly on the other side. Burnt thought about another one, and he has it poked away by Krecklow. I don't know if he just lost the ball there or... Nonetheless, Krecklow comes up with a steal. Here's Jacoby left wing, back in the corner. Moore thought about the three. Up the side, Becker into the corner for Krecklow now. Becker hands off up top to Charlie Moore. Thought about the three, instead steps in. Mid-range jump shot short from Charlie Moore. And it's just been one of those games for the Dons where you have a great shooting team, and you always expect at least one or two of those shooters to be on. It doesn't always happen where every single one of your shooters is on fire. Which actually, it's only three of them. I mean, you still got Matt Konechny and Cy Becker that can shoot, and that is going to be an offensive foul. And that one looked a little bit more clear than the other ones. As Jace Paul called for his first personal, Blake Jacoby draws the charge. And second personal on Jace Paul. And again, there have been I think that's the fourth charge call here tonight. That one's stolen away by Ben Ross to the basket. He's fouled. Ben Ross to the line for two. Again, that last charge that one was not as close as the other ones. Here's Ben Ross to the line for 2 free throws. Ross in and out on the first free throw. He's got 6 points tonight. And Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Ross goes 0 for 2 from the line there. Columbus pushing the other way. Charlie Moore, right wing. Moore swings it over to Jacoby. Jacoby steps back. Moore taken down, or a little tripped, and Moore gets it up top for 3, and he nails it. Charlie Moore is on fire. He has got 14 points tonight. 4 threes, 2 in this second half. Ben Ross inside, scores it. Again, right now it's trading 3s for 2s with the way the Dons are shooting the basketball. And Moore has gotten open a couple times here in the second half. A lot of those 3s in the first half were well defended, but the couple here in the second half, good open look. Cy Becker misses on the inside, and this little frustration foul called on Cy Becker that time. Becker picks up his second. And that's when Becker typically finishes. He's one of the better finishers, to say the least, on this Dons team. I think he was frustrated he didn't get that one to go and comes up with a foul. Matt Konechny checks in for him. 43-22 Columbus. Luke Fisher brings it up. Fisher swings it right wing for Jay Stetzer. Back up to Fisher. Into the post. Ross has been aggressive in there all game. Goes back door, out of bounds. Possession Columbus. Let's take a look at that last Charlie Moore 3. Or in a minute, we'll take a look at that last Charlie. Or we got it ready, Isaac? Let's take a look at it. Here's Charlie Moore. And there is the 3 from Charlie Moore. Blake Jacoby has his 3 blocked here, and he gets his own rebound. Now inside to Lucas Kreklow. Has it blocked by Jace Paul. Konechny outside. Swings it in there to Lucas Kreklow. Great find there from Emmett Konechny. Lucas Kreklow for 2, and now we got an injured Hornet on the floor here. And hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he's able to shake that off. That's Jay Stetzer. He he's reacting as if he got knocked in the face. So Jay Stetzer's going to check out. Hopefully Stetzer's all right. He's able to get back out here and get back out onto the court in a timely fashion, and hopefully he's okay. But he's going to get some medical attention. Luke Anderson checks in for him. Hopefully Stetzer can get back out here quickly. And I think with the hit to the head, they're going to give him some concussion questions maybe, but hopefully he can get back out here. Luke Anderson in the corner. Up top, Fisher swings it over to Burnt. Burnt now in the corner for Jace Paul. He tries the deep 3, no good. Battle for the rebound. Emmett Konechny has it. The Dons quickly ahead here. Charlie Moore left wing. Back up top here for Konechny. Konechny looking, probing, goes one-on-one. Outside Charlie Moore. Can he get another one? He's fouled. Charlie Moore to the line for 3 free throws. Foul called on Luke Anderson. Charlie Moore heads to your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Just in case you wanted to hear that last line twice, there you go. And they're going to say, what did they call there? Did they call that after the shot, I believe? I don't know. All right. After the shot, a foul nonetheless, just no free throws for Charlie Moore, so he will not be heading to your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Backdoor pass here, Emmett Konechny, back to Jacoby in the corner for Kreklow. Kreklow hands off to Emmett Konechny. Back right wing to Kreklow. Charlie Moore up top. Emmett Konechny outside. Charlie Moore tries another one, no good. And I think if you're almost center Lincoln, you just got to take a deep breath when the Dons miss a 3 tonight, because the missed 3s have been few and far between for Columbus tonight. And Ben Ross is fouled. I think this one's going to go on Kreklow. So Ben Ross is going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. And no, that's going to go on Charlie Moore. I got to stop jumping the gun on these foul calls. I usually get it wrong. 2 free throws coming up for Ben Ross. There's 2 free throws. They were going to take that out of bounds. That was definitely on the shot. The Maple Dude Pure Maple Syrup since 1858. Look for the Maple Dude brand where you shop for groceries. Find them at themapledude.com or visit the Maple Dude World Headquarters on Highway 10 Granton. As the Maple Dude says, keep it real. Ross short on that free throw. He's looking for his first make from the line tonight. 0 for 3 thus far. Ross misses off back rim. Matt Konechny the rebound. Again, this is a new regional/sectional the Dons are in this year. The last how many years they've been in the sectional with Alma Bancroft, Pacelli, teams over there, 3 Lakes over there now. This year the Dons moved. They got moved by the WIAA to this sectional, this regional, which all in all does feel like a much tougher sectional regional this year. It just does look that way. Charlie Moore up top. We've seen a lot of good basketball already here in this regional. Charlie Moore kicks it outside to Blake Jacoby. The spin move, attacking the basket. Tough shot, count it, and one. Blake Jacoby with the furious finish. Blake Jacoby to the line for one more. Arts Body Shop, quality auto body and frame work since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Blake Jacoby cans the three. Jace Paul brings it up. The Dons up by 26 points now. Anderson into the corner for Burnt. He tries the three. Hit one from there before. No good there. Charlie Moore the rebound. Don's going to push. Moore in the corner for Jacoby. Back outside for Moore. Moore left wing. Back up to Jacoby. Again, I said to start the game when Coach Konechny put Jacoby on Jace Paul to start the game, the Don's shortest player on Alma Center Lincoln's tallest player is Charlie Moore. I mean, this is just, there's not really many words to describe the way the Dons are shooting the ball tonight. Charlie Moore has got 17. And I have to say, I am out of words to describe the way the Dons are shooting the ball tonight. I am all out. Logan Anderson up top, no good. Battle for the board here. Burnt the rebound, misses it. Paul the rebound, finishes it. And as I was saying, I talked about, well, the Dons aren't going to let me finish this discussion. Matt Konechny quickly ahead. 4-2, his first points of the night. The Dons can smell a regional championship here with 12 minutes to play. Jace Paul, pull-up mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound for Logan Anderson. Puts it back, or looking to put it back up. Deflected into the corner. Poked away. Emmett Konechny is going to get called for the foul here, but as I was saying there, if the Dons would slow down, let me talk a little bit here. Of course, joking, but that's what I was saying. Blake Jacoby to start this game, putting him on Jace Paul, the shortest player on the tallest player. That might sound counterintuitive, but you saw with that last Blake Jacoby drive and score for the and one. Blake Jacoby does not play like he's 5'8", 5'7", whatever he is. Plays like he's much bigger than that, much taller than that. To inbound here, it is Ethan Conda. Alma Center Lincoln probing here, and again, when you're down 29, you got to try to get up quick shots. It's a tough spot to be in. Left wing for Ben Ross. Ross looking, skips to the corner now for Burnt. Burnt looking, back up top to Ross. Left wing here, the Dons did a nice job defensively here. They look to be back in a 2-3. Attacking the rim here, Burnt. Kreklow tries to draw the charge. Blocking foul the call. Count it and one for Weston Burnt. That's going to go on Lucas Kreklow, his third personal. Burnt to the line for one. A rebound there for Emmett Konechny. Off the missed free throw, Jacoby quickly ahead, backs into the defender and scores. Man, Blake Jacoby just plays like a post player in there. He's got the strength of a post player on the inside. He's really shown that late in this season. And I don't know if I've seen a guy of his size just with that. He's just got such good post control, and he's so tough there on the inside. Conda attacks. Conda back outside here to Anderson. Left wing now for Burnt. Off back iron, no good. Don's pushing the other way. Left wing for Moore, and I think Moore was so excited to get off another three that he forgot to catch the ball. But again, the Dons up by 29 here. Still a lot of time left, 11 minutes. But again, if you're Alma Center, it's got to be now to try to cut into this. I mean, and the Dons are not an easy team to come back against. Into the corner here for Anderson. Back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound. Poked away, Charlie Moore the steal. Jacoby gets it back to him. Kreklow in transition, goes up with it, no good. I think, was Kreklow trying to dunk that? against Jace Paul. Jace Paul to the rim here. No good. Gets his own rebound. Finishes it. And now we got a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money. More opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Columbus basketball here. Looks like Alma Center has switched to a 2-3 zone, and that is what typically happens in a zone defense for the Dons. But to be fair, they've been doing it against the man tonight. Charlie Moore has got 6 threes here in this game. And he has just been lethal here tonight. 58-28 your score. Again, 9 minutes remaining. The Dons going to try to close this out. And if you're an Alma Center Lincoln fan watching, you might not be that familiar with Columbus. This is a team that they've been the number 1 ranked team in the state all year. And the reason is, you're seeing it tonight, but the reason is the Columbus, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say anymore. Matt Konechny just hit another 3. That's another guy with a 3 tonight for the Dons. There's just not much you can do as a defense when a team shoots like this. You just kind of have to shake their hands and say, you did it here tonight. As Matt Konechny nails another 3. I mean, this is, even for probably the best three-point shooting team in the entire state, this is the best shooting game they've had all season long. This is absolutely scolding from outside. Fleet Farm, pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust, dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Back to Columbus the other way. Up by 33 here. Charlie Moore, left wing. Into the corner now for Lucas Kreklo. Kreklo looking. Goes back door to Emma Konechny. Konechny back up top for Kreklo. Konechny, backdoor pass here. Kreklo looking, finds Mack, left wing, 3, in and out. Back the other way here for the Hornets. Stolen away by Charlie Moore. And again, you can hear on our on-court mic, you can hear Coach Konechny. If you hear a guy yelling, that's Coach Konechny. And I mean, Coach Konechny is still screaming up and down the sidelines, even up by 33. And again, that he's talked to us a couple times this year, and you know his message a lot of times has been play like the score is 0 all the time. That's kind of the message he tells this team, and he definitely coaches like that's the case. I mean, he's yelling and coaching this one like it's a 2-point ball game right now, and again, that's the kind of mentality that he's always talked about that he tries to instill into this Dons team. Here's Charlie Moore to the basket. And I'll get into that a little bit in a second here. I finished the thought I was kind of getting into a little bit earlier, but Emma Konechny going to attack the basket. Tough shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Emma Konechny heading to your Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. But and as I was saying, if you're an Alma Center Lincoln fan, you're maybe not that familiar with Columbus. They've been the top-ranked team in the state all season. And again, being familiar with this area's basketball alignment here, at least over the last I don't know, 6 or 7 years or so, as Emma Konechny hits that free throw. The Columbus, their program every year is excellent. Coach Konechny's got this team really good every single year, and they play kind of a similar way. They play fast-paced. They've got shooters. They can kind of do it all on the basketball court. But this year, the reason this year felt different with this Dons team is that every single player, as you can see tonight, can hit that three ball. I mean, every single player out there can light you up for 30 from the three-point line alone in a game. I mean, that's just what these guys can do. So that's why this year felt different from the start for the Dons, and felt like they've made their goals very clear all year long, what they're looking for, and that's why this year has always felt different for the Dons than even some other years with this great program that has been to state a couple of times in the last 6 years. Luke Anderson for 3 knocks it down. Dons the other way. Cy Becker back into the game now with those 3 fouls. And Jim has gotten a little bit more quiet now. 63-31. So again, the Dons going to try to salt this one away here with 7 minutes remaining. Blues Hair Studio. Spring has sprung at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you get the best look for spring. Book your appointment with Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Oh, and an offensive foul. I think that's going to be called. Is that going to go on Cy Becker? No. Lucas Kreklow with the illegal screen. Jay Stetzer takes a fall. Good to see Stetzer back in there. He went out with that facial injury earlier. Good to see him back out there. Lucas Kreklow picks up his 4th personal. Sam Dooms will check in for the first time tonight for Kreklow. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Draxler Transport, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rems Funeral Home. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. That's going to go out of bounds. Turnover. Ball will go back to Columbus. The Viaduct Bar and Grill of Marshfield serves juicy half-pound burgers daily. The Viaduct Bar and Grill is also home to cold drinks and Fish Fry Friday. The Viaduct Bar and Grill on Marshfield's fabulous northwest side. Back to the Dons here. Matt Konechny with it up top. Konechny over to Jacoby now. Back up top to Dooms. Becker up top here to Moore. Moore swings it over to Konechny. Konechny back to Charlie Moore, left wing. Blake Jacoby up top. Jacoby attacks the basket, into the corner now for Dooms. Back up top to Konechny. Back to Charlie Moore up top, hands off to Jacoby. Jacoby crosses over. Jacoby hands off now for Max. Konechny in the corner to Dooms. The Dons okay to just run some clock here. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location, Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. And the Grey Dog Axe Throwing is now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages, 8 and older, so bring the whole family. Join a league or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today. Visit thegreydogaxe.com or find them on Facebook for more information. Cy Becker, pump fake, up and good for Cy Becker. The Dons now brought in Nathan Nemitz. And we're going to get an offensive foul on the Hornets. It'll go the other way for the Dons. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Express Employment. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at ExpressPros.com. The Dons just trying to salt this one away, up by 34. And Nathan Nemitz, this is the first time he's been in tonight. He's the only player on the Dons team, I believe, to have had any game this year where he shot perfect from the field, over 5 shots attempted. And Nathan Nemitz has done it twice this year. And Nemitz is another one of those lethal shooters off the bench that, again, he didn't play last game against Loyal. Gets out there here tonight. Timeout for Columbus. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with the final 4:33 of this matchup in this regional final. Dons on their way to a regional championship after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back, everybody. 65-31 Columbus. And again, I spent a lot of this game talking about Columbus. They have been fantastic here tonight. But again, if this does wind up being Alma Center Lincoln's final game of the season, we want to say congratulations to the Hornets on a great season as well here this year. They're going to have a couple of their top guys coming back next year as Cy Becker scores at the rim here for the Dons. But again, for Alma Center Lincoln this season, if they do lose this game, they'd finish the year 22-5, and anytime you get 20 wins in a season, it is nothing to scoff at. That is a fantastic year. They'll pick up 22 wins here this year for Alma Center Lincoln, and they're going to have a foul on the Dons here, but they'll have 22 wins on the year. They finished second place in their conference here this season, and again, in case don't get another chance here tonight, just want to say congratulations to the Hornets. And again, I was in Hudson earlier today at a sectional final for girls, and you know, at this point in the season, as Jace Paul heads to the free throw line, misses that one on the bonus, but we got a lane violation on Columbus. Jace Paul will have another chance, but again, these games, it's always two completely flip side of emotions. That's the tough part and the great part about sports, as Jace Paul hits that one, but I mean, you've got one team who wins, of course. The Dons, they close this one out, are going to be regional champs. Their state aspirations stay alive. And for Alma Center Lincoln, it's the total opposite. It's heartbreak. It's, some of these guys' last games, and that's always tough out here, especially for those seniors. And after you lose that game, and I can speak from experience, after you lose that game in the postseason, you feel terrible. It sucks, but hopefully you can look back, and especially for Alma Center Lincoln here, making it to a regional final, playing the team that has been the best team in the state for most of this year. It's still an excellent season here for Alma Center Lincoln this year. Just want to congratulate them on a great season here this season. Still got 3 minutes left in this game, though. Timeout Columbus. We'll take a break, be back, and look ahead a little bit and finish out this last 3 minutes, 20 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's 67-32. Columbus leads Alma Center Lincoln in this regional final matchup here on Zaleski Sports. And a reminder that coming up at the conclusion of this game will be your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. Be sure to stay tuned for that post-game show. I'll be down on the floor. If the Dons continue and close this one out, I'll be down on the floor with Coach Konechny as well as our Highlight House player of the game here tonight. The live interviews coming up in the post-game show. And it looks like Alma Center Lincoln's got some seniors into the game here. Ben Ross scores inside. They've got 3 seniors on the roster. Luke Fisher's a starter, has been out there. And now into the game for him is Caleb Weiss, another senior for this team. Another senior, Jackson Reddy, on the roster that I have. Sam Dooms with it. In for the Dons right now is Alex Edwards, Sam Dooms, Cal Burkhauser, Nathan Nemitz, and Cole Hilgeman. And again, if you're an Alma Center Lincoln fan, you're watching, and this may seem like the Dons reserve lineup. It is 4 of the 5 guys on the court right now are seniors. Again, that is, when we're talking about this Dons team, it's a special year. When you've got 9 seniors and they're all a part of the rotation, that's what every single basketball program wants, is that much participation from one class. Cal Burkhauser up top, he attacks. Tough shot, no good, blocked. I think Ben Ross got a hand on that one. Back the other way come the Hornets. 67-34. Nathan Nemitz brings it up. A minute and a half left in this one. Again, the winner of this game, I do not have an update for you for the Royal Cochrane Fountain City game. I do not have an update as of right now. And what do we have here? We got blood on the floor here. We got blood right on the hardwood. So the referee going to clean that up. And into the game now for Alma Center Lincoln, the senior Jackson Reddy. So all three seniors out there on the floor for this Alma Center Lincoln team. Also checking in, it's Levi Merrick, the sophomore. But again, you look at this, again, this Alma Center Lincoln team, it's always tough for those seniors heading out, but and this Alma Center Lincoln team, they're, even though, again, they got beat by 30 tonight, this, from what I believe this is a good Alma Center Lincoln team. This is the first time I've seen them live here this season. Jace Paul clearly can play. They got a couple other guys who can play. I think this team looking at a bright future for next season as we got a timeout on the floor. Just ran up against a buzzsaw here tonight. We'll take a break. Be back in 30 seconds from Columbus Catholic High School after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence. Apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Welcome back, everybody. 67-34. Columbus leads Alma Center Lincoln here in this one. They're a minute and 20 seconds away from being regional champions. And again, this is a big regional champs. I know the Dons have bigger goals than regionals, but it's a big accomplishment. They did not win regionals last season. They lost to, they were over in the same sectional as Newman and regional as Newman Catholic last year. Of course, if you're familiar, Newman Catholic were the Division 5 state champions last year. That's the team that beat this Columbus team last season. It just so happened they played in a regional final. In case you want to know how loaded that regional seemed last season, at least with those two teams. And the Dons, I think Charlie Moore had some injuries last year as well for the Dons. This year they've been, for the most part, fully healthy with the exception of Emmett Konechny missing the first half of the season. Alex Edwards attacks here out to Sam Dooms. Again, these Dons just going to waste this clock off. And again, they are going to be playing next week, Thursday. Right now that game is scheduled to be played at Arcadia. I'm not sure if that game's going to be moved, though. It might be. Here's Reddy to the basket. Tough shot, no good. But again, that game may be moved. A lot of times WIAA will shift the location depending on what other schools at bigger divisions have lost already. And I don't know what, I think Alma Center Lincoln wants their players to foul. They're very upset about their team not fouling. I think they're trying to get in another sub here. And they are. Checking into the game for the first time tonight, Simon Olson, the junior. And checking out for the last time of his career is Luke Fisher, the senior. And there you see the emotions. And there's always two sides to these games. And again, do want to again congratulate Alma Center Lincoln on a great season, a 22-win season. And the seniors, Luke Fisher, Caleb Weiss, and Jackson Reddy on their high school careers. And I know that's a tough moment out there. Nathan Nemitz hits the free throw.
Nathan Nemitz at the free throw line for Columbus.
Nemitz goes 2 for 2. "30 seconds remaining. We got a thank you senior chant here from the Alma Center Lincoln student section. The Dons are going to come out with a win again. If I get an update, I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to get my sources on the lookout for a score update from Royal Cochrane Fountain City, but I don't have one yet. We are very busy on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network tonight. I think we got about 12 games on tonight between girls sectional finals and boys regional finals on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. But if I get an update from now till I get down on the floor for interviews before we send it out, I will let you know if I get an update. But I have a feeling that Cochran Fountain City Royal game might be close, so it might not have a conclusive update. That free throw missed by Levi Merrick. Back the Dons come the other way. Nathan Nemitz brings it up. Nemitz hands off to Burkhauser. 10 seconds remaining. And a couple more dribbles here. And the Columbus Dons are 2024 regional champions in Division 5. The Columbus Dons, regional champs. They take down the Alma Center Lincoln Hornets 69-34 here tonight. Congratulations to the Columbus Catholic Dons on being 2024 regional champions here tonight. We will keep it here for now. We'll have live on the floor sound for you of the regional plaque presentation. So keep it here on Zaleski Sports. See the Dons get awarded their plaque here as they are your 2024 regional champions. And I know the Dons, as they have said, they've got bigger goals as well, but being a regional champion is nothing to scoff at. That is a big-time accomplishment. And the Columbus Dons are 2024 regional champions. In just a moment, we're going to send it down to the floor.
Regional champion, Marshfield Columbus Catholic Dons.
There was the Columbus Dons, your 2024 regional champions. We're going to take a break. Coming up next, your Nasonville Dairy postgame show will be live on the floor with Coach Konechny, Highlight House Player of the Game after this on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freire, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you. Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freire, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through the end of the month, 2.9% for 72 months on all Silverado half-ton, both 23 and 24 model. 2.9 for 72 months, you heard it. Stop on in and talk to a sales consultant today.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Marshfield, Curtis, or at NasonvilleDairy.com. Tonight, the Dons with a 69-34 regional final victory here tonight. The Dons are regional champions here in 2024. Just waiting for Coach Konechny, as well as our Highlight House player of the game, Emma Konechny, to come out and join us here in this one. But again, if you watch that game, the story was the three-point shooting for the Dons. I mean, three-point shooting along with excellent defense, because again, we've talked about it a little bit more this last week or two with these Dons about the way they've been playing defense here this season. It's something that's overlooked, as great as they are offensively, as skilled as they are shooting the ball, but man, defensively tonight, last game it was on another level. They held Jace Paul to, I believe it was 8 points here tonight, the leading scorer, averaging around 20 points per game for Alma Center Lincoln here this season. Held him to, I believe it was 8 points overall here tonight. They did a mix of box and one. I think they did some man-to-man. They mixed up at 2-3. So again, both Coach Konechny, obviously, and the Dons team deserve credit for that defense performance. But the story was the three-point shooting here tonight. And it was mainly three guys here tonight from the outside. I think Matt Konechny had one tonight, but it was Emmett Konechny, Blake Jacoby, and Charlie Moore that were just absolutely on fire from three-point range here tonight. As again, it's 69-34. Hey, you guys, move over. All right, so 69-34, the Columbus Dons get the win here tonight. And again, Coach Konechny, I'm sure you're getting a little bit longer speech here tonight, talking about probably prepping for that sectional semifinal matchup here on a Thursday, on next week Thursday. Again, that's going to be Royal or Cochrane Fountain City. Two teams Columbus has not played yet this season. Both teams, of course, 2 and 3 seeds, great records. It'll be great matchups either way. I know for a fact Royal's got a couple of big guys over there, and but we'll see who comes out on top. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, Royal, they went to the state tournament last season. They also lost to Newman Catholic last year. So Royal, if the Dons and Royal do play each other, both those teams lost to and had their seasons end to the eventual state champion Newman Catholic Cardinals last season. Again, I mean, it'll be a tough. It'll be a good matchup in the sectional final, regardless. We talked about it before. The Dons are in a very tough sectional, at least to my eyes, they are here this season. But I mean, this game, I think Alma Center Lincoln is a pretty good basketball team from what I saw, and the Dons with a 35-point victory. And again, we talked a little bit about Alma Center Lincoln here tonight. Alma Center Lincoln, their season here this year, they've had an active year. They won 22 games this year. It's just coming into this gym here this season, this is what has happened to most teams who have come into this gym. Even though tonight it was on another level. The Dons were absolutely scorching from three-point range here tonight to a level that meets or exceeds any level they've shot throughout this season here, as I've got some kids dancing around me here. Still waiting for Coach Konechny to come out here. We're going to take just another quick break, and then we're going to be back. I promise everybody out there, stick around. We will have Coach Konechny and our Highlight House player of the game. The Dons also, by the way, before I send you to break, undefeated at home here in 2023-2024. That is official. The Dons have never lost a game here at Columbus Catholic High School here in 2023-24. Another big accomplishment for these Dons. Let's take a break. We'll be back with Coach Konechny and Emma Konechny on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy Fresh T-shirts made daily. Going to be joined now by Coach Konechny. Coach, I'll swap spots with you. We got some things over here. Make sure we're in a good spot. Elena, make sure we're in the camera shot up there. Coach, first off, congratulations on being regional champs. Not an easy thing to do. You guys are regional champs in 2024. How does that feel, this team accomplishing this here this season?
I'm happy for our players. You know, sectionals is a special thing. I mean, it's a really cool experience to get into that second week where you kind of becomes a community thing. And just happy our seniors get to experience that for a second time, and our underclassmen get a taste of it because it's a fun thing.
Yeah, and tonight, we know you guys can shoot, but I mean, tonight it felt like another level of shooting prowess tonight. I definitely haven't seen anything like it this season. I mean, maybe some of your earlier games, but for a regional final game, just talk about the shooting prowess. I know Mac had one, but it was Charlie, Emmett, and Blake tonight it looked like they were feeling it the whole game.
Yeah, you know, those three together is really kind of a special thing. I mean, it's hard to take away all of them, you know, and when they're unselfish and they're willing to defer to the other ones, it's really fun to be a part of. But you know, there's a lot of work that went into that, and I'm really, really proud of those boys and happy for them.
And then defensively again tonight, 34 points on that scoreboard to a team that has a couple of high-level scorers on their team. I know you started out in that box and one on Jace Paul. Talk about how you guys were able to contain him and contain this team overall offensively tonight.
Oh, he's really good, and on film he was scary. We just thought that our best opportunity would be if somebody else beat us. But 22 is a good athlete too, and their coach on film had done a really good job of finding ways for those guys to get the ball in spots to score. So I was really worried about him too. He's a great coach. So I thought we played one of our better games tonight, and just very, very fortunate to do it on a day like today.
And as you talked about, sectionals, a cool environment, a different environment. You're going to be in a bigger gyms. What was your message to the team heading into that one? How are you going to prep these guys for that kind of different environment than the kind of what they're maybe used to here? I mean, this was a playoff environment tonight, but sectional. How are you preparing them for sectionals?
I told them to enjoy it, and you're right. I think the environment tonight can carry over to an extent. I mean, our band and the number of people here the last 2 days was outstanding. I couldn't be more appreciative, but they have to enjoy it. I mean, how many 16, 17, 18-year-olds get to play 3 games in environments like this and then get into the next week? So have fun with it. There's not a lot of pressure. It's a basketball game. We've had some way more pressure-packed moments this season that these guys have overcome. So they just need to enjoy the basketball part of it.
All right, congrats again, Coach. Thanks for your time. We'll see you on Thursday. Yep, absolutely. Now we got Emmett. Emmett, you want to take your dad's spot over here? So, Emmett, first off, my first question. I know last year you guys had some injuries, and you didn't get a regional last year. This year you guys are regional champions. How does that feel here tonight? I know you guys have more you want to do, but you guys are regional champs. Making it to sectionals is not an easy thing to do. How does that feel here tonight?
It feels really good, especially because we lost in this game last year to a really good team. They ended up winning the state title. But, it just feels good to play another day with my best friends, and that's kind of just the goal at this point, is to get another day with my best friends.
Yeah, speaking of some of those best friends, you guys are obviously a great shooting team. We know that, but tonight felt like something different. You guys took it to another level, because tonight was one of the most impressive three-point shooting outings I've probably seen in some time. I mean, and Mac had one of them. You were hot tonight. Charlie was hot tonight. Blake, you guys all had it going. Talk about you three specifically, Charlie, Blake, and yourself. I mean, how are you guys hitting it in so much? I know you guys can shoot well, but I mean, tonight you were hitting contested ones, you were hitting the open ones. What was it here tonight where you guys were just feeling it and knocking those down?
I think it was just important for us to get in a rhythm and keep finding each other. When you got 3 guys that can shoot it on the floor, it's easy to space, and you can attack gaps and find guys to shoot threes like that. And when they make them like Blake and Charlie do, obviously it's easy for a guy like me to drive and find those guys.
Yeah, and then defensively, again, we talk a lot about your guys' offense, but I think it was in the 30s last night, 34 points to give up tonight. Their best player, Jace Paul, I think he had 8 points total here tonight. How did you guys defend him so well and defend their team so well? I mean, 34 points, your whole team's 34 points, you're going to win most games.
I think it's just you got to want it on defense, and you got to want to have another game with your friends. I think we just kind of locked in on defense and kind of tried to do our job and kind of locked him down that way. He's a really good player, so we knew coming in that you kind of had to lock him down in a way just to get that victory, because guys like him can go off and beat you.
I'm just listening. All right, so it sounds like you're playing Royal. That's what we just found out there. You're going to play. That was going to be my next question. Sectionals coming up. That's bigger gyms, different environment. You guys had pretty great environments these last 2 games, but what are your thoughts on heading into those matchups in sectionals? Obviously, you guys now getting closer and closer. I know what your guys' ultimate goal is there. Sectional sounds like it's going to be against Royal on Thursday.
Looking forward to it. Obviously, when you get to this point in the season, no matter who you play, it's going to be tough. Royal's a really good team. They went to state last year, so we're looking forward to getting an opportunity to play in that game, and hopefully we'll be ready.
All right, so what we're going to do for you in the house tonight, I'm going to give you that. But the reason I have you bring that is because after you say in the house, I just want you to hold that up and say you're in the house. Can you do that?
Yeah. I'm Emmett Konechny, and I'm in the house.
That's good. All right. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. That was Emmett Konechny, our Highlight House player of the game here tonight. The Dons are your 2024 regional champions here this season, and you just heard on the loudspeaker, Mr. Joe Anderson announced it. Royal it sounded like the final score was 63-60. I was trying to make sure I was listening to Emmett, is Andrew, trying to make sure I kind of half listened to that final score, but it sounded like 63-60. Royal beat Cochran Fountain City, so it will be Columbus Catholic and Royal in a sectional semifinal matchup next week, Thursday. That'll be live on Zaleski Sports. I can tell you I'm looking forward to that one. That is going to be an excellent atmosphere. As Emmett said, as I said on the broadcast, Royal, a team that went to the state tournament last season, That is going to be a fantastic matchup. Royal with some size. We know what the Dons can do shooting. That should be an excellent matchup next week, Thursday. Tune in or head over. Right now it's scheduled to be played at Arcadia. Make sure you check the WIAA website to see if that might get updated. Sometimes it does. But right now that game's scheduled to play at Arcadia. Come out there, watch the game, watch these Dons, watch Royal play. And if you can't make it, tune in to Zaleski Sports. We'll have it live for you as well. Excuse me, that's going to bring us to the end of our broadcast here tonight. The Columbus Catholic Dons come out with a monster 69-34 win. They are regional champions here in 2024 as they come out with a win over Alma Center Lincoln as Joe Anderson is photobombing me. That's the face to a name. I'm talking about Joe Anderson tonight. That's fellow Zaleski Sports teammate there and the PA announcer tonight. Thanks to Joe for the camera drop by, but that's going to do it for us here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We're going to say so long and good night from myself, Cale Jacoby, alongside Isaac Eagle and Elena Eagle doing the production here tonight. I want to say thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on Zaleski Sports.